Welcome back to At Issue Health 101. We're discussing healthy aging, and it's just we could go on for days and have so much more to talk about. But as you shared so well with us, Deborah, about some of the issues for elderly people as well, let's come back now just a little bit earlier and think of menopause. How do we deal with menopause naturally? With our time bombs, James got us up to 45, 50 years old, but that's just one big bomb that drops on you when you least expect it.
The menopausal story is interesting because, you know, what's happening is there's still some eggs left in the ovary at age 50. And so, you know, the gland in the brain knows that, so it's trying to get those immature egg cells to mature and ripen and have another menstrual cycle and to ovulate. But those eggs are like the least intelligent eggs; they're not responding.
They don't want to get out
so
there.
that's firing all these hormones at it out of frustration. That leads to night sweats and hot flashes and all the crazy symptoms that go around for about 5 to 7 years. And yet there's no ovulation, so estrogen levels stay down and progesterone stays down, so you run into problems with calcium loss and increased risk of heart disease and other...
And osteoporosis,
all this stuff.
Yeah.
But in terms of the menopausal symptoms themselves, you know, hormone replacement therapy was sort of the gold standard, but now, you know, we see that there's an increased risk of breast cancer with it because it's like putting fertilizer on those cells, so they divide too quickly, the breast cells do. And when the cells divide too quickly, they make more genetic mistakes that leads to cancer, unfortunately. So a lot of gynecologists have taken women off of HRT, and they're saying, what do we do? If you go back to the original medical pharmacopoeia in this country, you see that what medical doctors did in the early part of the century, they used black cohosh, which is still a gold standard in Germany, at the right dosage and the right standardized grade, in conjunction with soy extract and a thing from rice bran oil called gamma-rosinol. You put them together, and 80% of women have their menopausal symptoms managed quite lovely with a sort of a natural preparation. And for the 20% who don't, they've got to look for more, you know, extreme measures or more aggressive measures.
More specific to them,
But a lot
too.
of women respond well to some of the original natural remedies that don't have the same side effects, because it puts sort of an estrogen-like compound in the body, so the brain thinks, oh, there is estrogen, I don't need to be firing all these hormones at the ovaries anymore.
I still live in hope that I will splash eggs. Is that it?
Well, definitely, there has been some good research on the soy products, that they do actually create an estrogen-like substance in the blood, and that does mimic, kind of trick your body into not trying to produce it like you're saying. We also know that exercise, again, good old exercise, something really simple and low tech, is really beneficial to controlling menopausal symptoms. So it also, another one of the major symptoms of menopause is not just the night sweats or the hot flashes, but insomnia is a very, very common problem. So the other thing that you can do to help yourself deal with insomnia is make sure that you're not drinking coffee after dinner. Get a little bit of exercise, stretch your body out, and try to promote yourself to get as good quality of sleep as possible. That just sort of goes across the whole, all of the age ranges, but a little bit of physical activity does actually make you sleep better, not less.
And there's also, I think, for a lot of women, it seems like you're just so busy with your life, and then all of a sudden you wake up one day and you're 10 pounds heavier and it's all around your middle. And the next thing you know...
I don't just think it's women. I've examined a lot of men.
Yeah.
And then speaking about
and they just woke up one day?
Well, you know, I don't know if it was one day, but you know, for men, you know, that they tend to store that fat more abdominally. That's the more dangerous type of weight gain, because when you have more fat around your belly and you're more than 36 inches in waist size in terms of circumference, that's when you increase your risk significantly for diabetes and high cholesterol and triglycerides and high blood pressure, and even colon and prostate cancer we're seeing now showing up in men that have that as a risk factor. So you have to be aggressive and keep your body shape, you know, where you can, because it's possible to age and still maintain leanness, if you will.